to predictability. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world confusing me. Clouds as lean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's the face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Welcome in, Battle Axe players and spectators. We're back for the Week 4 recap, starting things off with the matchup of the week. Come On Man versus Blockbusters. Jonathan Taylor looks like he was tailor-made to handle the Steelers' defense, as he's the first back to find some running room in that matchup. He was also able to find his way into the end zone. But he wasn't the only one, as Houston continues to use Diggs as their QB2. However, when he dropped back for the double pass, he found a running lane into the end zone for the rushing score. Chuba Hubbard continued his success as well behind Andy Dalton, stacking up over 100 yards and another touchdown despite trailing all game and eventually losing to the Bengals. Despite having his walker, Andy still couldn't stand up to Nick. Blockbuster beats Come On Man 112-101. Next matchup, we had Brad News Bears versus Highly Questionable. Why aren't koalas actual bears? Because unlike the Brad News Bears, they do not meet qualifications. Jaden Daniels keeps his hot streak going with a record-setting performance. His 26 of 30 passing mark combined with last week's 21 for 23 showing is an NFL record for accuracy across 2 games. It was only good for 1 passing touchdown to Scary Terry. Shout out Nick. He also added a rushing score to help the Commanders blow out the Cardinals, which set up for a great finish to his fantasy matchup on Monday night. That's where we saw Jameson Williams go against Amon-Ra St. Brown with roughly a 9-point advantage, but that was more than enough as J-Mo nearly led the Lions receivers in scoring, mostly due to a 70-yard touchdown catch from Jared Goff, who did not throw an incompletion in this game. This play created the separation needed for the Lions to beat the Seahawks and for the Brad News Bears to beat Highly Questionable 123-114. Next up, we had Donkey Tigers versus Injury Prone. What do you call a beehive without an exit? Unbelievable. Just like the result of this matchup. We'll start the recap off with the bust of the week, Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't get this honor for scoring only 13 points, but instead because he busted the knee of fellow injury-prone teammate Rashee Rice. This fateful incident occurred when they both tried to tackle a defender, returning another Mahomes interception, causing Rice to have 0 points for Ethan. Lamar Jackson had another standout performance on Sunday night to demolish the Bills. He didn't need to throw very much because things quickly got out of hand, but he still threw 2 touchdowns to his running backs, King Henry and Justice Hill, as well as running for 54 yards and a 3rd touchdown score. But the most unbelievable was Jordan Addison, who returned to the lineup for the Vikings and put up 21 points, even outscoring Justin Jefferson. He did so by scoring 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 on a 29-yard touchdown to cap off the Vikings' opening drive on their way to a narrow victory over the Packers. Donkey Tigers pull off the unbelievable upset, 109-92. Did you hear about the ATM that got addicted to money? It suffered from withdrawals. Well, someone else suffered in our next matchup between Team Who Mustn't Be Named and The Godfather. The Godfather had a standout performance from QB CJ Stroud. He had his best game of the season with highs of completions and passing yards, finishing with 345 yards and 2 passing touchdowns as the Texans narrowly beat the Jaguars. We also saw MHJ haul in a touchdown pass in the first quarter to nobody's surprise. And Aaron Jones had himself a solid scoring performance despite not finding the end zone in his revenge game back at Lambeau. Hopefully Sam doesn't develop dysphagia for losing this matchup by about 4 points after playing Brandon Ayuk over Jaden Reed. The Godfather gets the win over team who mustn't be named, 107-103. Finally, we have quick release versus sloppy steaks. Why do prison guards use proactive? To prevent breakouts. Maybe the Colts defense should do the same because they were unable to prevent the breakout of Justin Fields. This man had not 1 but 2 rushing touchdowns while throwing for 300 yards and another score in a narrow loss, doing his part to keep Mike Tomlin press conferences interesting in the coming weeks. Then we saw Mike Evans return to form in the bake sale on Sunday, where he found his way back into the end zone and leading the way for Buccaneer receivers in a dominating win over the Eagles. This week's scoring champion, quick release, doubles up Sloppy Steaks, 142-70. Sloppy Steaks is this week's winner of the lowest score award, so I'll send it to Greg for the Week 4 punishment. Good luck in Week 5, and I'll see you back here next week for the recap.
Nothing more thrilling than a shotgun punishment on a Tuesday night. Guys, it's a blessing to be part of this league. The first one of the season, the first one of my career. My team was the lowest scoring of the week. Half of them were playing wheelchair basketball. So I've been hearing they'll be back the next 5 weeks. So this could be a back-to-back punishment for the next, I don't know, I'd say 3 to 4. Next 3 to 4 weeks. Jack Daniels and Coke. Let's get after it. Let's get this baby out of the way. Woo! Lots of spillage on that one, guys. Woo! 7% too, by the way, so gonna get a nice little Tuesday buzz going for myself there. Woo! Alright, Week 5 predictions for the good old Battle Axe Fantasy Football League. Me, Sloppy Steaks versus Andy, come on man. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, Andy's gonna kill me, as of anyone who faces me for the next, I don't know, 5 weeks will be killing me. Brad News Bears versus Team Who Mustn't Be Named. I'm going with Sam on this one. Team Mustn't Be Named. I think CeeDee Lamb's going to drop a 40 burger. The Cowboys are going to get their rhythm back and start, I don't know, exploding. Donkey Tigers versus Blockbusters. I'm going Blockbusters on this one. I believe Josh Allen and Travis Kelce will have a total of 4 combined touchdowns together. Not 4 apiece, but you know, together. One could have 3, one could have 1, they could both have 2. You know what I'm saying. Alright, next game, highly questionable versus injury prone. I'm going with highly questionable. Malik Neighbors remains unstoppable. You just can't stop him. If you have him in any league, you're pretty much done for. Even if Daniel Jones is throwing him the ball, kind of weird, but I guess that's how it is. The Godfather versus Quick Release. I'm going with the Godfather, Marvin Harrison Jr., stud. I mean, I don't know. Him and Malik have been freaking killing it. And also DK Metcalf looks like he's back in the groove of things. He's going to be a monster this year. Yeah, those are predictions. Back to you, Brad, in the studio. Good luck, gentlemen of trivia. Cheers. Take care.
Ready. Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. And we got another episode of Battle Axe Fantasy Football for you tonight. We have a good matchup. It's Week 5, and we have 2 teams sitting atop the standings with a record of 3-1. First team is the Slug Chubley, a.k.a. Jake, manager of the Godfather. Jake, how you doing tonight, brother?
Surviving, you know, wearing this old Jared Goff jersey when he was on the Rams. But he went 18 for 18 last week, so I'll take it.
Clutch. All right, we might need you to speak up a little bit, but appreciate that. I can hear you. The other team, we have Bretty managing quick release. Another team sitting at 3-1. Brett, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Brad. I'm just curious how or if Jake is a Jared Goff fan or a Rams fan.
Slug?
Neither.
Neither?
It was an old
very well.
phase. Yeah, it was an old phase.
Old phase.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, as you can see, it is Jersday. Little throwback there. I got the Judon uniform on tonight. Obviously, he's not on the Pats anymore, but he is playing tonight for Atlanta. Still a fan of the sleeves. Unfortunately, he's not in New England, but that's kind of the state of New England right now. But that is A-okay. All right, fellas, we're going to hop into some trivia. I'm going to kind of go through some rules real quick. Nothing's changed, but I'll just kind of fly over these. 11 rounds total. Each question's worth 1 point besides halftime. The winner of halftime will get 2 points. Each player will get 1 question per round. Team 1, which is Brett this week, will always get the first question of each round. So once we start, first question is always Brett. So Jake, if you know the answer to question 1, don't jump ahead or else you're just going to help Brett out. And vice versa. Each player receives 3 lifelines. Phone a friend, ask the chat, and double up. Pretty self-explanatory there, but phone a friend, you can call somebody. Both of you have the ability to do that tonight. Ask the chat. I'll read off all the answers that chat gives, and then double up. You must say you're going to double up before the question is asked. If you get it right, you get 2 points instead of 1. You get 30 seconds to provide an answer or use a lifeline, and players must say lock it in when giving their final answer. If you don't say it and I ask you if you would like to lock it in, that does not mean that I'm hinting that you got it wrong. I'm just simply asking that that's your final answer. Double up must be used before the question's asked. Players will receive 15 seconds to steal if the question is incorrect. So if Brett goes first, gets it wrong, Jake, you get about 15 seconds to steal. No lifelines on stolen questions. Player with the highest score at the end of all rounds is the winner. Any questions on your end, fellas?
None on my end, sir.
Good here.
Good. All right. Well, without further ado, let's see what we can do here. Makes this a little bit bigger. Maybe not quite that big. All right. Round 1, question 1. Category is, are you smarter than a 5th grader? This is a new one this week. Would either of you like to double up?
I'm going to hold off, Steve.
Save it.
All right, you're going to save it? All right, Brett, this question's for
I'm
you.
gonna save it, Brad.
Brett, what is the sum of the interior angles in a triangle?
180 degrees, logging in.
180 degrees, lock it in. That is correct. Brett gets off to a good start. 1 point on the board. Good stuff. Slug?
Suddenly I'm regretting not doubling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say Pythagoras theorem if that came to me, but
yeah.
That's how you get there, no?
Yeah.
I think that's how you get there.
Squared. All good. All right, Slug, your turn. What is the smallest prime number? What is the smallest prime number?
Is this a trick question? Oh, this is making me uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna lock in. I think I'm gonna lock in. I think this is wrong, but I'm locking 7.
10 seconds. You're locking in 7?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Brett, you have a chance to steal. What is the smallest prime number?
I'm gonna go with 3, Brad. Lock it in.
3. A confident 3. He's locking it in. Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. Correct answer is 2. Quick reminder, prime number is a whole number greater than 1 that cannot be exactly divided by any whole number, whole number other than itself and 1. Yeah, B. Mitch came in with that, guys. It's 2 LOL. We're not all doctors there, Brandon, but respect to you.
I'm also not a 5th grader anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. You're also not a 5th grader anymore, but therefore you should be smarter than one, right? All right, no worries. Round 2, NFL. Would either of you like to double up?
I'm gonna hold off, Steve.
Nick? All right, I'm gonna hold off, Brad.
Cool. Brett, this one's for you. Which NFL team's stadium is famously referred to as the Black Hole, reflecting the intense atmosphere created by their passionate fans?
Do I have to name the stadium or the team that plays there?
The NFL team.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. Lock it in.
The Raiders is correct. Good pull there.
I
Looked
wanna
like,
go there.
looked like Slug might have known that one. Yes or no?
Definitely knew that one. I want to go there so bad.
All right. Slug, this one's for you. What NFL team is known for their 12th man fan tradition, symbolizing the crowd's impact on the game?
This one would be the Seattle Seahawks for a lock-in.
Seattle Seahawks is correct. Slug gets on the board with 1. Good stuff. Good round. All
Thank you.
right. Round 3 is fantasy football. I'll ask again. Would either of you like to double?
Okay.
I'm gonna hold off.
I'm gonna hold off as well, Brad.
All right. You don't have to follow Jake's lead. You can,
It's a strategy.
it's a strat.
I like
All
that.
right. Ready. Through 4 weeks, this running back leads all positions with the most fantasy points. Through 4 weeks, this running back leads all positions.
Alvin Kamara, lock it in.
Alvin Kamara, lock it in. That is correct. He has 98.1 points. Saquon, who is on Brett's team, is a close second with 92. All right.
That's a good one to give to me, too, because Saquon being right there.
Possibly.
I wish it was. That's the answer.
All right. Jake, through 4 weeks, this quarterback is second overall in total fantasy points scored this season. What quarterback is second overall in fantasy points scored this season through 4 weeks?
This one might be a little bit of a tricky one, but I gotta go with the obvious answer with Joshua Allen. Lock it in.
Josh Allen is incorrect.
Yeah.
Brady, over to you. 10 seconds to steal.
I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels. Lock it in.
Jaden Daniels is correct. This one's even tighter. He has 93.7 points. Lamar, who I thought was the QB1, has 91.1. Good steal from Brett. And with that, he takes a 4-1 lead. It's still early, Slug, but, we'll start to lock it in here, all right? Round 4, music. Brett, I'm asking you first. Would you like to double?
I'm going to hold off, Brad.
Jake?
I actually will double this one.
Okay.
Is my steal doubled? If it comes to that?
Yep. This one's different than previous weeks, so we'll see. Brett, this one's for you. Rank these album sales high to low. Frank Sinatra, AC/DC, Mariah Carey. Highest to lowest. Total album sales or album sales equivalent, which would be like streams on Spotify.
So like downloads and streams
Yep.
and like plays, stuff like that?
Yep.
Okay.
High to low,
I'm
Frank
going to
Sinatra.
go with...
Sorry.
Gonna go with Mariah Carey, AC/DC, Frank Sinatra. Lock it in.
You went Mariah Carey, AC/DC, Frank Sinatra. That is incorrect. Slug, you got a chance to steal. Album sales, high to low.
Yeah, I'll go. I think it's Mariah Carey, Frank Sinatra, and then AC/DC.
That
I'll lock
is
that in.
that is also incorrect.
Ah.
They were in the correct order. It's Frank Sinatra, 232 million, AC/DC, 205 million, and Mariah
Well,
Carey,
that's-
195.
That's the worst way it could have fallen out.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Decided to switch it up. Slug, unfortunately, that might not help you with the double, but hey.
Yeah. I was hoping for like a song. This is gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's I'll take the blame there. All right, here we go. Slug, rank these album sales high to low. Celine Dion, Taylor Swift, Queen. Album sales
the way
high
that
to
other
low.
one played out, but I gotta go with the real Queen here. I gotta go Taylor Swift, my Queen #1. And then I'll go the actual Queen 2, and then Celine Dion 3. Lock it in.
Taylor Swift, Queen, Celine Dion. That is incorrect. Brett, chance to steal.
I'll go with Taylor Swift, Celine Dion, Queen. Lock it in.
Oh, man. Recency bias, gentlemen. That's also incorrect. Queen, one of the all-time greats, is
Really?
#1. 285. T. Swift in second with 223. Celine Dion, 201 mil. No points scored that round, but that's all right. We're moving on to round 5, which is food and drink. Brady, would you like to double food and drink?
No, I'm going to pass.
All right.
Thanks.
Adding orange and cherry flavors to its classic form, this soda brand released a limited time LeBron's Mix in 2015.
I'm going to go with Sprite. Final answer.
Sprite, final answer is correct.
Dude, I crushed that shit. That I knew that one, and the second you said it, that stuff was so good.
Good response.
I didn't know we had a mix.
Yeah.
I've seen the Sprite commercials.
5-1, Brett's lead. Slug, this one's for you. Adding a strawberry and watermelon flavor to its classic form, this soda brand released Marshmallows limited edition in 2022.
Marshmallow, dude.
Marshmallow's the
God.
DJ guy, or the artist.
Yeah. He got famous from Fortnite, right? No. Shit. The strawberry and watermelon sounds great. I don't. So, how much time do I have? Like 20 seconds?
Yep. Yep.
Shit.
And I just need a
Think of
soda
like
brand.
a big brand.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like a big one. What's a big one?
5 seconds. You can use a lifeline if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna add the chat, ask the chat, and just see maybe somebody in the chat knows. I have no idea.
Okay. Slug is going to ask the chat. Essentially, if you think you know the answer, go ahead and throw in suggestions that you might have. I'll read them off. And Slug, you're just gonna go with the one you feel the most confident in. Or if you don't feel confident in any of those, you can just kind of say your own answer.
My confidence is at an all-time low in general, Brad.
We have Pepsi with a question mark. We have Fanta.
Yeah, that's good.
Shit, I thought Fanta too, but I think Fanta already has strawberry, so that's why I didn't say it.
So far, those are the only two, and no one's saying it with
Well, am I allowed? I mean,
confidence.
it's kind of unfair of me to have a chance to steal now after hearing the chat suggestions. Do I just go with it anyway? I mean, the chat would have to be wrong anyway.
That's fair. I don't know. I say we give it a chance because it'll even out when you ask, right? All right,
Sure.
Slug. I need an answer in 5. The only responses are Pepsi question mark and Fanta.
Yeah, I mean, I would have
What
heard about
chat?
it. I'm just gonna have to go. I'll go Fanta, lock it in, but I don't think it's right.
Fanta is incorrect. Slug misses out there. Brett, you got a chance to steal.
Well, I'm not going to go with Pepsi question mark, so I'm going to go with what I was thinking, which is Starry. Lock it in.
Starry. Starry is also incorrect.
It's a good guess, though.
Correct answer was Coca-Cola.
No
Coca-Cola.
shot. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems like an obvious one, as it
Yeah.
was, but those are the tough ones. All right, we're halfway home, ladies and gentlemen. That means I need both to grab a pen and paper if you have it handy. Essentially, what this one is worth 2 points. Slug, you're down by 4, so this is a big round for you.
That's
Brett,
awkward.
if you claim victory here, you have a pretty comfortable lead heading into the second half of trivia. Essentially, I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to write down your answer. I'll give you a countdown. You'll both show me your answer. And then whoever's closest wins. No Price is Right rules. Just whoever's closest. I'll do my best to do the math. All right? Watermelon Coke sounds horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. Watermelon and strawberry Coke.
And strawberry, yeah. It's like, okay.
Gross.
All right, fruit salad. Yum, yummy. All right, here we go. Question 1. Sticking with music themed, just for this one anyways. Number of Spotify streams for Van Morrison's song, Brown Eyed Girl. A number of Spotify streams for Van Morrison's song, Brown Eyed Girl. Shout out Cammy.
Banger of a song. Oh, I can't. Can I talk during this?
Yeah, you can sing if that's what you're asking.
Fucking man. I think I know that song. I think it's a heck of a song, but like
Oh, I know the song.
Spotify streams.
If it helps, I've probably
Spotify
listened
streams.
to it on Spotify, I'd say a good, 50 times.
I just don't know how to
Never on Spotify. Don't know what's going on over there, so
exactly.
we'll see.
All right, I need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and show me. 7.2 million for Brady.
I put 5 milli vanilli.
5 milli Vanilli Phillies.
I'm seeing a chat.
Brett said 7.2. Brett is
7.2 milli.
Brett is closer by a long shot. It's 1.2 billion.
Oh my.
God damn, I suck
Yeah.
at trivia.
It's a popular song.
Wow.
Popular
It's a great,
song.
it's a great song, but it's just so hard to
Song or
quantify.
a lot of people on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about
Spotify's
everyone's on
tough.
One of the
Spotify. All right. Shout out to the pups. All right. Number 2. What percentage of people say they can't go 1 or 2 days without coffee? Percentage of people who say they can't go 1 or 2 days without coffee. Need that caffeine. I'm definitely one of them.
Can we get your reference again, like the last one?
I just said I'm one of them.
You're one of them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could. I'm not going to,
Yes.
have withdrawals,
Do you
but...
drink coffee on the weekends is the question, because if you don't, then you go 2 days.
Oh, I drink coffee on the weekends.
So I'd be a no.
All right, I need the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Show them.
Do you see
I
that?
said, yeah. Can you see mine?
Yeah, 74.33 repeating.
Repeating, of course.
Yeah,
Yep.
and 67. Okay, correct answer is 37%.
No way.
Brandon guessed 35, 2% off. That's close. All right, and with that, Brett takes a 2-0 lead. We're doing best of 5 this week. I don't think I said that.
Oh, I'm sickened.
You're still alive. What percent of people go sock shoe when getting ready? I'll paint the picture here. You get out of the shower, dry off, you put on your clothes, your shirt, whatever. It's time to leave. Are you going sock shoe? If you are, what percent in the world do this? Sock shoe.
Oh my god.
Quick question for the chat. Does anybody do this? This is a no judgment zone. No judgment zone. Does anybody do this? Do either of you two do this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, because the socks are in one room and the shoes are by the door. So
Yeah, and we live
I
in
don't
Maine.
know how
I
my
would-
feet are always cold.
All right. Let's show the answers.
14th percentile.
14%. Brett said 9%. Correct answer is 6%. Brett with a clean sweep. All I'm going to say, I know I said no judgment zone, but man, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm your guy. No one should ever be doing that. I'm getting the shivers thinking about it. Imagine having a whole bare ass foot on the ground and your other foot has a sock and a shoe on. That's pretty wild.
do you think Do you think this person would have like a specific reason why they do that? They'd be like, I just do things differently, and here's why I do this that way.
Has to be.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'd love to see in the mind. Actually, I don't think I would want to see in the mind of that person, but
They must have dirty
those
floors.
people.
They just carry their socks to the door, and then they put the sock on and put their foot directly in the shoe. And because they can't stand on the ground, that's
I don't
how
know.
Sock shoe.
I don't know. I think we should move on
gotta
because
be.
this is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was halfway home. Brett with a clean sweep. We're just going to go boom, 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 boom here. Probably won't use those. Round 6, question 1 is nostalgia. Brett, would you like to double up?
Why not? Got to use it at some point.
All right. He says, why not? Sock shoe, just unsubscribed. That's fair. That's fair.
No.
It's just a question, chat. I mean,
It is just a question, but, I know I have a little sub goal of 50, so shameless plug. If you haven't subbed, please subscribe. Unless you do sock shoe, then you're better off probably.
I mean, that question came from somewhere, man.
It did.
Yeah,
someone-
it wasn't me.
someone
I saw
had
it
it in their
I
brain.
saw it. All right. Did you say you're doubling?
I did, yes.
All right. In collaboration with this Disney movie, Nestle launched popsicles with gummy bugs inside called Bug Pops. In collaboration with this Disney movie, Nestle launched popsicles with gummy bugs inside called Bug Pops. I'm looking for
I don't understand
the name of a movie.
What? Name of a movie? This is the description of the movie?
10 seconds. No, I'm not giving you a description of a movie.
No, is that what this is?
Oh,
I'm confused.
need an answer in 5.
All right. Let's make it interesting, Slug. You get a double steal. Actually, let me ask chat.
Ooh, that was close. Okay. You just got it off. Let's see. We have Ants, Lion King, Frozen. Those are 3
I'll
I'm
go with
seeing.
ants. I'll go with ants.
Bug's Life. Locking it in?
But did Bugs Life just come in?
Yep.
Is that what you said that? Okay. I'm just going to lock in ants.
Locking in Ants. Ants is incorrect. Slug with a chance to steal. In collaboration with this Disney movie, Nestle launched popsicles with gummy bugs inside called Bug Pops.
so it's a very old movie, and I had thought Bug's Life, but like that's the only thing involving bugs. But unless this is a throwback question, oh, it is nostalgia. So yeah, Bug's Life. I'm gonna lock it in.
Bug's Life. Love the thought process there, but that is incorrect. The correct answer is The Lion King. Shout out Timon and Pumbaa. Bug Pops.
Someone had it in the chat. No, I'm blowing it, chat.
Oh my goodness.
They did have it in the chat.
I missed the train on this one. No nostalgia here.
Yeah,
Chat,
I do not
4
remember
options.
Bug's Life is Pixar, Kaylin said, so I didn't.
that. Ah,
Yeah. All right, Slug, this one's for you. All right, you're not out of it. It's only
but I need it.
7-1. You're not out of it, but you need it for sure.
Drown in here.
Ooh.
All right. In collaboration with this cartoon show, Nestle launched a sherbet treat called Push-Ups. In collaboration with this cartoon show, Nestle launched a sherbet treat called Push-Ups. I don't remember what lifelines you have, but those are available.
I think I just have Call a Friend. I push-ups. Like, what could a cartoon
You're saying
show be?
push-ups with a P, just to be clear?
Yeah,
I can't see it on my
push
screen.
like
Okay.
the exercise, but not related
Okay.
clearly.
Yeah, like what is a cartoon show that would involve? But it's got to be popular nostalgia.
Need a second or need an answer in 5 or lifeline.
I don't know why. Rocket Power. Lock it in.
Rocket Power. I like the
Woogity
thought,
woogity.
but that is incorrect. Rocket Power is not correct. Brady, chance to steal here. This might honestly put it out of reach. In collaboration with this cartoon show, Nestle launched a sherbet treat called Push-Ups.
I'm gonna go with SpongeBob. Lock it in.
SpongeBob is also incorrect. A tough category tonight. Flintstones was the correct answer. Flintstones had the push-ups. I used to devour these when I was sick. That's probably why I didn't really get, I wasn't feeling better. But man, these things used to hit. I don't know if they make them anymore, but shout out Mama Trish. Shout out Mama
Flintstones made
Trish for
the
buying
best
that.
shit. Do you
Very
remember
good.
Flintstones vitamins?
Oh, dude, those were dog shit though. Those.
I know.
Well, I think
but...
Jake, you were a Presque Isle, right?
Yeah.
Growing up. Yeah, so we were both up north, where these probably might not have been in the stores up there. I don't know.
What?
I've never seen those.
Did you guys have?
It was pre,
did you guys have popsicles
2003.
up north?
2004.
You guys
No, that was a lost art.
No,
That came
not
out like 5
they're
years
not
ago.
getting the niche
Popsicle,
that now,
popsicles made it to Presque Isle 5 years ago. Oh,
There's
Yeah,
no-
they just got into town.
hand
Yeah.
up. That's on me. I didn't realize that. I guess ice cream trucks or ice cream in general is a little bit of an unknown
Train.
up there.
Horse
no
and
worries.
buggy up there.
No worries. All right, moving on to round 7, question 1. We're into the niche category. Essentially what this is, I asked both participants what their niche is, and I got a question tailored to that category. Brett, question 1, The Office is your niche. These are worth 2 points. Score 7-1. Slug, you're on the board, but you haven't really moved since early, so, we'll try to lock this one in here. Brett, here's your question. What is the name of the cat Angela throws through the ceiling? What is the name of the cat Angela throws through the ceiling?
Sprinkles, lock it in.
I'm not an Office expert, but that is not the answer that I got. But I don't want to be wrong. But I also don't want to spoil it if it truly is wrong. Right. Let me just do a quick Google.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Do I have time, Brad? Do I have time while you're looking it up? Are you calling that wrong, or are we getting a check?
I want to check.
He's like, quick, save Sprinkles. I think.
When you said it, that's what I had thought.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It could be wrong, because I'm not sure about it.
I'm going to call it wrong.
Just go with what you wrote down. Jake will have to.
Yep. Slug,
Yeah.
Yes,
over
ma'am.
to you to steal. What is the name of the cat Angela throws through the ceiling?
I'm gonna go with Spanky. Lock it in.
Easy.
Sorry.
Spanky is incorrect. What I have is Bandit. The episode is Stress Relief.
Oh,
Cat name
yeah,
of
you
Bandit.
are correct. Oh, you're correct.
But I think she had a cat named Sprinkles. Maybe, I don't know.
She did. I couldn't remember the name from the scene, so I remembered Sprinkles was her, her favorite cat. It was like
Yeah.
I don't know. She spent like $7,000 on it after trading in the ring that Andy gave her.
Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Slug. The door just it opened a little bit more for you. All right. This is
I
a
need to
big
have
one.
a historic run here. I need to have a Patriots versus Falcons Super Bowl run.
Yeah. It's borderline 28-3 right now.
Yep.
Almost times 3. It's 21-3. But anyways,
Late in the third.
Slug, your niche category is Pokemon cards.
Okay.
Question is, in 2022, this Population 1 PSA 10 Pokemon card sold for $5.2 million.
I think I'm gonna lock in Illustrator Pikachu card. Lock that in.
Wasting no time, and that is correct. Illustrator Pikachu, purchased by Logan Paul, the YouTube content creator, for $5.2 million. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Slug is up to 3 points.
I know my cards. I know my cards. Let's go. I need this. I need it.
Love the confidence there. Love it. 7-3, heading into round 8. This is a big one. Speaking of big, Jesus. None of you have double up. All right, Brady. This one's for you. No nose game. The crowd favorite. I give you a forehead. I give you a chin. You tell me who they belong to. Brady, you're up.
Anyone in the whole world. Is that correct?
It is wild, but I do know this. I don't mean to put the pressure on you.
To me, it seems like a couple of NFL guys. I'm going to go with Caleb Williams and Young Hoku. Lock it in.
Caleb Williams and Young Hoku is incorrect. Slug, you have a chance to steal.
So I think you got the top right. I think it's Caleb Williams on the top, but the bottom is my boy, the best MLB player of all time. Already, Shohei Ohtani, lock it in.
Big confidence there again. That is correct. Big steal by Slug. He's creeping back, ladies and gentlemen. He is creeping back. It's now 7-4.
Don't worry. I'm coming back, Brett.
All right.
We go.
Slug, this one's for you.
The crowd's going mild.
The crowd's going mild. No nose game.
Okay, I need a second to look at this one. Oh my gosh, no idea who the top is, and I have a guess on the bottom.
You have your phone a friend? That's it.
I don't think that would help me.
FaceTime
it'd be
it.
tough.
FaceTime the screen.
Could FaceTime.
I know, it would be tough. I just don't know anybody who would know that. Like, I just do not. It's that flow. Like, I don't think that flow can be an NFL player.
10 seconds.
I don't want to give away anything, so I'm going to say...
You don't have to answer.
Slug on the top and Chubbly on the bottom. Lock it in.
Lock it in. That is incorrect. Brett, over to you. 10 seconds to steal.
Looks like another MLB NFL pairing. Bryce Harper and Jalen Hurts. Lock it in.
Bryce Harper and Jalen Hurts. Close, but no cigar. It's Bryce Harper and Saquon Barkley.
Oh. I thought that was Amon-Ra on the
I
bottom.
swear they're twins. Yo, the earring, I thought for sure that was Jalen's.
Right.
Still in it, I think.
Got me.
The theme there was top jersey sales. So MLB top jersey sales. Shohei was 1, Bryce Harper's 2. And NFL top jersey sales. Caleb Williams number 1, Saquon Barkley number 2.
That was a great Bryce Harper pull. I didn't have that.
All right, it's still 7-4, heading into the second to last round, wide open. Round 9, football Pictionary. I think both of you only have phone a friend. Is that correct?
I think so.
Perfect. Brady, this one's for you.
What's the 10th round, just so I get a better idea if that's easier to phone a friend? Can we? No? Okay. Fair.
And I don't think I would tell you if I knew, but I honestly forget what it is, so that's another reason why I can't tell
Okay.
you.
That's fair.
All right, football Pictionary. Brady, this one's for you. While Brady thinks this one over, excuse me. Chat, how's everyone doing tonight? I love seeing everyone getting active, sending questions, or not questions, but answers to the questions. Appreciate the support. Throw a like on the stream if you haven't already. Tell your friends to subscribe, even if they don't like football or trivia. That's okay, you know. Subscribing is free. Free 99. Brett, you got 10 seconds. But really appreciate all you guys tuning in. And if you have any questions for these two fine gentlemen, feel free to throw it in.
These in a row?
5 seconds. Time's up.
I'll go to Cup.
He's going Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup is incorrect. Slug, over to you.
Okay. Coffee, mug. I was trying to talk it out. Winter. cold. Every time I've watched the stream, I've got these and I cannot pain. Is that dude in pain? Is he getting vaccinated? Is he getting shot? What's he doing?
5 seconds.
Who's a famous player? I don't know. Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. That's incorrect. I'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
Coffee, another name for coffee. Cup of Joe. Winter, it's cold. You're shivering. Very cold. Burr, you get a shot. Ow. Joe Burrow.
That was tough,
That
dude.
wasn't. It was a tough one. I had to increase the intensity there. I think
Dipped into the bag.
Nick got it in the chat. Nice job, Nick. Well done.
Nice, Nikki. That was. Oh man, that was tough.
That's all right. Slug.
I needed it.
This one's for you. You need it. You definitely need this. You literally need the next 3 to win.
Is it 7-4?
To tie.
What's the score?
Yeah.
7-5.
7-4.
7-4. Okay.
So you need the next 3. You need the remaining questions to tie. And
That's
then
an oopsie.
And then we'll do a tiebreaker, which I didn't even think of. So here we go. Nice job. Yeah, Nick and Kaylin. Good teamwork there. That was great. It's a tough one. Slug, you do have phone a friend. 15 seconds. Ten seconds.
Breaking news.
3, 2, 1. Need an answer or
Alshon
lifeline?
Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey, lock it in.
Alshon Jeffrey is incorrect. Brady, chance to steal.
I'll go with Deshaun Watson. Lock it in.
Not sure the thought process there. Deshaun Watson is not correct. Again, let's see if we can break it down. 2 people got it in chat. Breaking news. Just
Deshaun
in,
Watson.
right? It's like
New case.
something's in your ear.
Break.
Just in. Who's the founder of Amazon? Bezos, which is his first name, Jeff, and that's the son. Just in, Jeff's son, Justin Jefferson. Pretty good.
Bro. People, who got that one in the chat? Who was that?
Nick said
Shit.
Justin Jefferson, laughing my ass off, and Andy right after said Justin Jefferson.
Nikki got both of those?
He did get
Beast,
both of them.
dude.
I didn't even know what the bottom left was.
He did get both of them. So yeah, some breaking news, like someone's in your ear. Wait a minute. We do have some breaking news. A trade was just accepted in the league. We've had a crazy day, by the way. A crazy day in the league. There's been 3 trades, I think, already, and another one just went through. Slug,
Third one?
you care to explain what that is? Looks like the Godfather receives wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. and 15 fab. Brad News Bears receives wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. A trade of the juniors.
This is a live news break, first to ever become live in the history of the league, I've heard. Is that what I'm hearing in my earpiece? We love to see it. I needed Pittman on my squad. He's going to be a great fit for me. Love to be doing a trade with the commish here. Love to be doing it live. I'm excited.
Love that.
2 trades today. 2 trades today for me
Yeah.
in the office.
Slug's been in the lab, cooking up trades. Same with Brandon. Shout out Brandon, making his team better. He I'm not gonna say fleeced me, but he won a trade by far against me, and I just tipped my cap. If you don't trade, you'll never win. But if you do trade, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But that's just the name of the game.
How hilarious is it? I didn't even get close on the question, but I was like still involved. Also, sound off in the chat and just let us know who you think won that one. I'm excited to get Pittman, but Brian Thomas Jr. is on the up and up, so.
Yep, I agree. He is on the up and up.
Are we reacting to that or what? Because to me, whoever wins that depends on how long Joe Flacco plays football.
I think let's get to it after we finish trivia. We got to close it out. Brett, I think already won, but we'll get to that and the other trades in a couple minutes here. All right, round 10. Question 1 is play ball. Both of you have a phone a friend, remember, right? I was hoping you guys would use those, but it's all right. Brady, this one's for you. Who is this famous backyard baseball player? Who is this famous backyard baseball player?
I'll phone a friend.
All right, he's going to phone a friend, folks.
We'll see if we can get this going.
We finally get to use it. Brady, the only thing I'll ask is try to, put it on speaker and like hold it to your little speaker thing so we can all hear their thought process.
For sure.
And you talking to them.
You hear that?
No. Hold it close.
No?
No, it's all
Hello,
right.
who's there? Hey, hello.
You don't hear it ringing?
It's all right. See if they answer. Who are you calling, by the way?
My brother. Yo, what's up? You're on a game show. You're live. Live on YouTube. What's going on?
Oh, is this for your fantasy league?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
I'm seeing if you can pull in a question for me. So, the question is, who is this famous backyard baseball player? All right, I need to turn you on video so I can show you the picture. Let's see if we can get that going.
It's like Snapchat video call games.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll just send you a snap.
All
You
right,
can still hear me, right?
That's fine. World's longest phone a friend here.
We're getting it going. We're getting it going.
FaceTime, man. FaceTime. Or is he an Android user?
Yeah. It's one of them.
Does anybody in chat know the answer? Who is this famous backyard baseball player?
All right, I just sent it to you.
Tell me as
You
10.
got, like,
Tell me
Let
as
me
10
know when it's
seconds.
open. You got like roughly 30. Okay, you got 10 seconds. So you're on the. You have no idea. It's a famous backyard baseball player. It's gonna be like a game or something. Sally what? Sally what?
Sally.
All right, we're going with Sally. We're going with Sally, Brad.
Sally. Sally. Good try, Derek. Appreciate
Sally.
it. That's incorrect. Slug, over to you. Who is
Good
this
try,
famous
brother. I appreciate it.
backyard baseball player?
I'll talk to you later. Yeah, we'll do.
Wanda. Lock it in.
Wanda?
Yeah.
No. Wanda is incorrect. It's the Keisha Phillips. A look at that batting power. Running. I don't remember her being fast, but apparently she could hit absolute bombs. Keisha Phillips. All right, Slug. Over to you. Who is this famous backyard baseball player?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call someone who also doesn't know, but at least I'm gonna use my FaceTime. Call him right now.
It'll be good. Yeah.
I'm calling my brother Philip.
Oh man, you guys didn't play backyard sports growing up?
The only one I know is is it Paige? I don't know. Hey Phil.
Good lord.
This is Phil's on FaceTime here. Looks like he's taking a little nap. Got his mustache looking real tight. Dale, can you see this little dude?
Yeah, is that Brad when he's a kid?
That's toxic.
Well, I don't even know what he said.
We're live to tape right now, dude. We're live to tape.
Brad as a kid, I think.
Okay. All right.
That's just rude.
Give me a
you know
name
what
or
that
get
is?
off.
Wheelchair Willie.
I'm gonna lock it in as Wheelchair Willie.
What? No.
Okay,
That
I
is
found
incorrect.
it. Thanks for the help, though. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Brett, over to
Peace out,
you
bro.
to steal. Do you have any thoughts on who this famous backyard baseball player is?
I'm gonna go with Jeremy Allen.
Jeremy
Lock it
Allen.
in.
That is correct.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What? Yeah. Dude,
Dude, you had me in the
we're
first
going
half.
one in like
Sure.
3 billion. Yeah, that's good.
Completely joking. That is Kenny Kawaguchi, dude. Just he's a Cy Young pitcher. He's phenomenal. He was always great for the Melonheads back in the day. I think he's on the Wombats now, but solid pitcher. The Kenny Kawaguchi. And with that, relatively low scoring, but Brett squeaks out the dub 7-4 in this week's edition of Battle Trivia. All right, folks. We're going to move it over to just some quick hitting questions.
Nice whip, Brady. Nice
we have some trades that I do want to get to, so I guess we'll start there. Starting first, I don't even know what went through. Slug, I think. Yours was the first one of the day.
The Brandon and our trade was first?
I think. Number one, was Tony Pollard and 10 Fab for Zay Flowers. Thoughts on that, Brady?
Tony Pollard and Zay Flowers. I think that's kind of tough because you're worried about what the Titans are going to do with their quarterbacks bouncing back and forth, Levis' health. Depends what the teams want. To me, overall, though, it just looks like you got a safe player that's productive every week, or in Tony Pollard or Zay Flowers, who's got a really high ceiling, but they might not need to throw to him if Baltimore's just crushing the Bills or something like that. So I guess it depends on what you're looking for. We'll see. It's one of those things where you're gonna have to wait and see who ends up coming out with the better deal. But
yep, I agree. Overall, and I'll keep it brief. Overall, I think it's fair. It's a fair trade. Pollard, you get running back depth. Tennessee is a massive question mark right now. Will Levis, ain't it, Mayo boy. Zay Flowers is a wide receiver one. He was great week one, hasn't done much since, but I feel like the Ravens are just running over teams, so they haven't had the need to pass. If that changes, I think Zay is a very good player. All right, trade number 2 was between Nick and Greg. Puka Nacua, who is on the IR currently, for Romo Dunze, the rookie wide receiver for Chicago, and Rashad White, current RB1 for the Buccaneers. Thoughts on that, gentlemen?
I couldn't believe this one. I was pretty surprised to make a move like that for Nicky. He must, I respect it because you like to get those good players, but he's just got to hope that he can still stay afloat because you got to get Puka back. We don't know. I mean, with Cooper Kupp coming, we don't know when Cooper Kupp's coming back. Maybe we do. I just haven't seen any news on him, I don't think. But if Puka's the guy on the Rams, he'll be great. It's just you got to stay afloat to get him back.
Yeah, I agree. Brady, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Makes sense to me just because Greg, is trying to win now. It's hard to get much value for injured players, but White could be good. Dunze, hit or miss. But for Nick getting Puka, and he doesn't really need to play Rashad White because he's just got he's got Bucky Irving and he's got a bunch of other same players. So I think it's a great deal both ways.
Awesome. Third trade of the day was between. Wait, was that me and you, Slug? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I misread it. Third trade was the one that just went through live on the show. Brian Thomas Jr. for Michael Pittman and 15 Fab. Thoughts on that? Brett, we'll start with you. Obviously, Jake, you're part of it. So am I. But Brett, we'll go with you first.
I mean, it's clear he's trying to find somebody to fill in for Tyreek. He's been shuffling him around and then traded the guy who he put in there for him. So, like I said before, I just think it depends on who plays longer, or how long Joe Flacco plays, because he's great with Flacco.
I think that's the gamble that I took as far as shipping Michael Pittman Jr. I feel like the Colts are going to roll with Anthony Richardson even if he can't throw the ball accurately. But if Flacco steps in, which he likely will this week, I think Pittman's going to be very, very good, potentially top 15 on the week. And if that rolls, then I think I probably might regret that a little bit. But I do like the young talent and Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's going to emerge as the wide receiver one. He's getting volume in the Jacksonville offense, and hopefully this week they turn the corner. Slug, how about you? Final thoughts on the trade?
Yeah, just to echo you guys that talked about it. Like, I'll get some good action from Pittman. For Brad, it was really not that much of anything because you got him as a pickup, so you're able to just get him off waivers.
Yep.
Didn't really have much draft capital in him, and then you got Brian Thomas. So I think you like Brian Thomas. He's a great player. So talent always shines through, and I think he's going to become the number one on the Jags. So if Trevor Lawrence can get it together, he's going to be pretty nasty.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. I think both players are studs, and we'll see how it plays out. Awesome. Last thing that I do want to chat about real quick. I did a little bit of research, and I figured I'd share it. It's kind of cool. At least to me, it's just whether I can explain it well or not. So, since we've moved to Sleeper, which is the last 2 years, 2022, 2023, through 4 weeks, the 6 teams that ended up making the playoffs, both of those years, had the same records. Let me explain that a little bit more clear. In each year, one team that started 4-0 made the playoffs. 2 teams who started 3-1 made the playoffs. 1 team that started 2-2 made the playoffs, and 2 teams that started 1-3 made the playoffs. And that was the same for both seasons. This year, we don't have a 4-0 team. So that trend can't continue exactly, 1 for 1, so to speak, like it has the last 2 years. But we have 3 teams that are sitting at 3-1. So if we rolled that into the, 4-0, 3-1 record, that would mean those 3 teams are most likely, if history repeats itself, a lock to be in the playoffs. But then that leaves 3 teams remaining who will make the playoffs, the 4, 5, and 6 seed, who, if history repeats itself, one of those teams will be 2-2, which I think we currently have. Let me pull it up. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams who are 2-2, 3 teams who are 1-3. So if history repeats itself, I've said that like 7 times. I don't know why, but one of the 4 teams who are 2-2 will make the playoffs, and 2 of the teams who are currently 1-3 will make the playoffs. My question to you, Brett and Slug, do you think history repeats itself again in 2024, or do you see something changing in that there won't be 2 teams who are currently 1-3 making the playoffs? Yes or no if you think the trend's going to continue, and then who do you think will be the 6 playoff teams? Whoever wants to go first.
Do you want me to jump in, Brett? I just wanted to say really quick.
You can go if you're ready, or I'm ready to go.
Well, I just love to see the beautiful brain of our commissioner, just the cogs and the wheels just rolling in his head, just getting those fun facts for us, just grinding it out, finding all that fun information. I don't have too much to say. I just want to know, I think we're pretty – I was looking at all the rosters. I think the teams are pretty well lined in terms of, how good teams are. I think the standings speak pretty well to where the teams are at. I don't really have much else to say. I think the trend is going to stay the same, and I like the top 6 teams, but I do love to see the trades that are happening and teams trying to shake it up a little bit. So we'll just see where it falls in the next, throughout the season.
Cool. Brett, what are your thoughts? Does the trend continue?
So I'll save that for the end. I'll just go through the list of playoff teams, starting from the top. We got Quick Release, The Godfather, Highly Questionable, Brad News Bears, Blockbusters, and number 6. So the answer to your question is no, because Blockbusters is 2-2. But the 1-3 team I see, most likely to make it in is Come On Man. I talked about it in a recap last week. He had 6 injured players on his team, and Joe Mixon was really, really good for that offense week 1, and he went down. I think that's a potentially top 5 running back that he's missing. So I think his team's going to be really good down the stretch.
Interesting. I'll give my 2 cents just to close this out. I agree almost exactly with Brett as far as the 6 teams who I think are going to make it. Brandon is currently at 2-2, but he has a very strong roster. I think he's in. I think both of you are in. I think Nick's in. Obviously, going to count myself in. I'm confident in my squad. And then I think the team that's currently 1-3 that's going to make a push or could make a push is Sam Terry, the team who mustn't be named. I think Sam always makes a run. Usually it's earlier rather than later. This year, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think he's struggling early on. Hopefully that doesn't start this week against me, but I do think he's going to end up probably edging out Ethan in the end. That's just what I think. Ethan has a decent squad, don't get me wrong, but I think he's just been getting a little bit lucky matchup-wise. But that is fantasy for you, so he could very well be in the playoffs over me or Sam in that hypothetical scenario. But very cool. I like that. Appreciate the insights. I will say,
though, last part, just about Ethan's team. If Rashee Rice comes back, like if it's a 3 or 4 week thing, I think that could definitely change, that outlook.
For sure.
But if I assume he tore his ACL, so.
I think they just put him on IR. I don't know if there's confirmation yet. I think they're seeing if swelling or something will go down. Time will tell, but he's out at least 4 weeks.
Do we got some time for breaking news?
We have some time for breaking news real quick.
Wow.
And this is the matchup of the week after all, and I actually have 2 receivers playing on Thursday Night Football, which has kicked off. Drake London ended the first drive with a touchdown.
Nice.
So,
Why would
to a hot start.
break
Mike
my
Evans
heart
got
like
the first
that?
play for the Bucks. Here we go, Jake.
All right. Love it. And just like that, very curious to see how this matchup plays out. Best of luck to both of you. As always, appreciate you guys taking the time to hop on and play some trivia and talk some fantasy. A lot of fun. Again, chat, appreciate all the support. Like I said, like the stream if you haven't already. Share with friends and family. Have them, subscribe, whether they like trivia and fantasy or not. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next week for week 6. Until then, have a great weekend. Love you all.